Hello and welcome to New Dundas Park for another Cinch League 2 clash as Bonnyrigg Rose welcome Elgin City for the first time ever. Robbie Horns makes just the one change to the side defeated in controversial fashion by league leaders Stirling Albion last week, with the suspended Callum Connolly dropping out for Kerr Young. There's also first appearances in the squad for Motherwell loanee Corey O'Donnell and new signing this week, Chris Kane. And on appearance 275, it's the skipper Johnny Stewart to get us underway this afternoon. Ball sent into the box now. Just tussling at the back there. Ross Draper with the opportunity. Kerr Young marshalling him well. Kane Hester now has sight of goal, and Mark Weir takes him out, and that'll be a penalty to Elgin City. And it's a sore one for everyone involved. Mark Weir took a clattering, as did Kane Hester. Dingwall against Weir. Sends him the wrong way, and Elgin take the lead with 8 minutes on the clock. Russell Dingwall's proved handy from the spot already this season for the Black and Whites and made no mistake there. Slotting it into the bottom right hand corner. First time round the corner, space now for Rory McEwen as Elgin look to spring forward. And that's pinched there, and that's in the back of the net. Confusion reigns in New Dundas Park, but it certainly is a second for Russell Dingwall. Mark Weir scrambling to try and keep that one from going behind, perhaps trying to prevent a corner. Something goes wrong in there. Dingwall pinches, staying alert, and slots that into the back of an empty net. Kieran Mitchell working back. Good drive and determination from the winger. What can he do with the ball at his feet now? Takes a heavy touch and just tries to keep it in play, which will give Elgin plenty of time to clear, you'd think. Mitchell coming back in now, steals the ball, Kieran Mitchell, and it's quite the stop from Daniel Hoban to deny him. He showed plenty of tenacity in that move, Kieran Mitchell, and pinched the ball right inside the box. It was a tight angle, tried to squeeze it in at the near post. Dingwall skips over it, Antonio Lutzi delivers. It's gone all the way. Elgin player steering that towards goal. It's Ross Draper once again causing so many problems in the Rose box from set pieces. Johnny Stewart. Well read by Dolzanski. Comes off his line. Kane Hester knows that he's got the pace to bear down on goal. He's brought down by Kerr Young. It'll be a second penalty to Elgin City, the second one by Kane Hester, thanks again to his searing pace in behind. That time he's swiped down by the Rose number 4, and it'll be another chance from the spot. Dingwall takes on Weir again. It's down the middle this time from Russell Dingwall, and it's a first half hat-trick for the Elgin midfielder. The Black and Whites, the second top scorers in Cinch League 2 this season, and they're showing their attacking prowess so far here this afternoon. Over the top, Kieran Mitchell now, nice touch from the winger, was to curl that towards goal, and Kevin Smith was sniffing around in case Hoban managed to spill that one. But Kieran Mitchell impressive again on this near side as he hooked that one towards goal. And there is the half-time whistle, and errors have cost Bonnyrigg Rose here at New Dundas Park. A first half hat-trick for Russell Dingwall makes it 3-0 to Elgin City. Back underway at NDP, and it's a mountain to climb for Bonnyrigg Rose. Martin Uke crosses that one in. Keenan Mitchell's on the edge, fires at goal. Kevin Smith might get the chance to turn. Doan is in the back of the net. 3 minutes into the second half and Rose have a lifeline. Keenan Mitchell tried his luck at goal. It was into the feet of Kevin Smith, who had the wherewithal to pop it back to Connor Doan, who remain cool, calm and composed. And that's his first goal in the red and white, and Rose have hope. Ball into the box, Neil Martinuke's there. It's just a little bit too high for Neil Martinuke to take. Slightly under the ball. A fantastic zip delivery from Connor Doan. Martinuke was there, searching for his 30th Bonnyrigg Rose goal. Better, much better. Martinuke sends that right for goal and he forces Holborn into the save. So nearly caught the Elgin number 1 off guard there. It's a searing strike from the central defender. And now Elgin will have to contend with the corner. Into the box again. Keenan Mitchell's got space at the back post, fires at goal. It's in the middle of the box. Barrett. Another chance for Bonnyrigg Rose. Holborn forced into a save once again from Keenan Mitchell's driven strike. And he was lucky, the Elgin keeper, that he turned it towards one of his defenders. Ross Gray using that low centre of gravity so well there to stay on his feet and keep Rose on the attack. Out now with Martinuke, who feints inside. There's George Hunter, and it's in the back of the net! 10 minutes to go at New Dundas Park. 1 goal separates the sides. And it's the substitute George Hunter who cracks open that door of hope just that little bit more. A fantastic turn and finish from the instinctive striker. And can Rose pull off a sensational comeback here in Boomtown? Ross Gray out to his brother Scott. Young sends it in. And that's Chris Kane, and it's turned behind. It'll be a corner to Rose, but Chris Kane had the opportunity on his debut. Up well was experienced SPFL player. Can Rose find that equaliser? Grigger. It's time to get it into the mixer. Over the top for George Hunter, who's there? Steers his header the wrong way, and that is the full-time whistle. Last gasp action in this game. And Rose came roaring back in that second half. Can take a lot of heart from that performance in the second period. But they let themselves down in the first half as Russell Dingwall scored a hat-trick to get them into a commanding lead. Connor Doan scored his first Bonnyrigg Rose goal before George Hunter turned and shot to give Rose hope. They pushed and pushed and pushed. It wasn't enough, and the 3 points head back up to Bishop Briggs. Full time here at New Dundas Park. It's Bonnyrigg Rose 2, Elgin City 3. Robbie, another defeat, but a much improved second half. Is it sort of just to take the positives from that second half performance?
Difficult, to be honest, Sean. First half performance was just nowhere near good enough, acceptable, and gave ourselves an absolute mountain of climbing. It's easier to play when you've got a wee bit of freedom, and we did that in the second half. And we might have sneaked something from the game. In the end, but that first half was just so disappointing. Worked very hard in training all week again, and worked on a shape, and he ended up reverting back to type in the second half to just try and get us through. So just really disappointing. Basic mistakes, basic errors have cost us the game there in that first half.
And we saw Chris Kane make his debut. Corey O'Donnell as well obviously had to go back off. He's a new signing this week. Chris, what are you hoping he brings to the squad?
Experience. As I said in the other interviews, that he knows the level, so he's an experienced player. He needs to get up to speed. He's not played football for a wee while, so but he's got the right attitude to go and get himself fit and ready to play. So hopefully we can get him involved as soon as we can. Obviously Corey, that's massive blow, and the kid's in tears there. He's had that hamstring problem a few times, and he's pulled up again with a hamstring, so really disappointed for him. We were looking forward to getting him involved, and It's just the way it's been going, to be honest, with injuries and stuff like that. At the moment, obviously, you've got Cuzza missing, Dean Brett missing, obviously Cal suspended, other injuries we've had as well. So it's been tough, but again, keep saying the same stuff, that you just continue to work hard, and if you work hard, hopefully things will start to turn for us.
And what's the message heading into that game against Forfar next week as we try and take those positives and kick on?
Take out the positives from the second half performance, showed a bit of fight and a bit of togetherness, and if we perform like that in the first half, it might have been a different result today. We could have sneaked something in the end, but on that basis, in that first half performance, we didn't deserve to get anything from the game, to be honest.
Cheers, Robbie.
Alright, cheers.